Okay. Well, that was fun. Don't know what happened. Mike just came up and told me that it had stopped streaming. So hopefully it's streaming again. I had to restart a new one, a new live. So hopefully we can keep going. But anyway, all right. Next up is all right, I did that. Press the fabrics away from the zip. Got it. Okay. So we want it to go like this. So we're going to use that roller again. This is getting pretty thick, so it's going to be tough to roll this out, but we want to make sure that it is pressed well. Because again, we're not going to be top stitching by the zipper on these. And the main reason is because things like, let's see, get it in here. If we top stitch, then it would catch the bottle pocket, and that would get a lot of wear getting pulled, and it could probably rip. Same with the luggage sleeve here. If we sewed over that, that's going to get a lot of wear and it's going to pull up. So that's why we're not doing that. Instead, we're just going to roll the seam. Let's get this piece tucked under well. So that's pulled out really good. Okay, there we go. Now we can roll it pretty well. Okay, and on the underside, that is getting so thick. Oh my goodness. Look at all that seam. That's crazy. I do think I'm going to love this bag though. I just want to kind of press that out a little bit too, although I'm probably going to want to hit it with an iron at some point. Okay. So here we have our bag. My bag, I guess, technically, like this. And I'm going to take the exterior side panel, zip. Okay. All right, so we're going to take a side panel, and we are going to line it up here, right sides together. I'm going to pull this away. That's getting real thick there. All right, I'm going to pull that away. We're going to put this right sides together. Snip off that little piece that's coming off. And we're going to go in. Oh, and yeah, Mike, and we're back. Yeah, that was frustrating. Sorry about that. Hi, Evie. I'm glad you found us again. So I'm going to line up this with the zipper. I'm just going to take it all the way up. And as tempting as it would be to try this on Jester, that's not lined up at the top again. Oh well. All right, we're going to keep going because it's lined up at the bottom. Maybe go a little bit more. But she says in the video, oh, just line it up from the bottom. We can always trim from the top if we need to, so just line it up at the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do. Just line it up at the bottom. But anyway, what I was going to say is because of particularly this thin piece here with the zipper and the cotton being the only layers, I'm tempted to do this on Birdie, but I'm not going to because I want Jester. One of the things about an industrial, which is really cool, is that the thread, you can use thread that is much thicker. What I've got in Birdie, what I've got in Jester, what I want Jester, one of the things about an industrial, which is really cool, is that the thread, you can use thread that is much thicker. What I've got in what I've got in Birdie right now is about a Tex 35, I think, and I've got a Tex 45 on Jester, I think. Yep, that's a Tex 45. So it's just a stronger thread, and I want to keep that stronger thread for the seams. So I am going to do this on Jester. Just checking the seam allowance. Yep. Okay. Okay. I think I'm good. Yeah. Okay. So before I do this, because I did it wrong before, I'm going to pretend I have it sewn already. I'm going to flip it out. And that is, in fact, what we want the outside of our zipper to look like. So it's correct. Our pockets are going the right way. Everything looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and sew this in. I'm going to pull the zipper down some so that it is out of the way. And again, getting the hang of this camera. Oh, I'll go check chat real quick first. Oh yeah, Mike is downstairs cutting onions. I can smell them all the way up here. Yeah. I can smell them up here. It smells yummy, but it is strong. Okay, there's my shirt. Move this around. Here's the back of my machine, and here we go again with Jester. Hopefully that's a better lighting than last time. It really depends on where I put the camera. It's kind of strange. But anyway, all right, here we go. I'm going to clip this top over here to make sure that corner doesn't move when I get started. And double check that it's still set right. Yep. All right, here we go. And this is not basting. This is doing the actual seam, I think. I'm going to double check that real quick because that would be fun. Okay. Bottom pocket is right. Oh, I am basting. Ha! So glad I checked that. So what I'm going to do is pull this out. I'm just going to pull this out. These threads. That's why I checked before I really got going. Okay. So we are going to baste. So I'm going to be just 1/8. See, there's that thing when the reading comprehension kicks in, and it's important. And here's where it gets thick. So I'm going to make sure everything is away from underneath. It makes everything else look so dark. It is not that dark in this room. That's so funny. Okay. You know what? I'm going to do something that's going to make my life so much easier. Just bear with me. I'm going to stop the baste right here. And because I am putting the zipper toward cotton fabric, I'm going to use double-sided tape. That way it won't shift. It won't get away from me. It'll be much, much easier to deal with. So forgive me for doing this whole camera switch around again. But I'm putting double-sided tape on this. This is nuts. Okay, nice and high up. So, what I'm going to do. I was having trouble with it attaching to the waxed canvas before, right? Which is fine. This is waxed canvas. It's going to be a problem. That's fine too. I am at least going to do this bit and the pocket, once it gets down to the pocket, it's like right here. It's still a good bit left to go, but I'm going to make this as easy on myself as I can. And that means finding my 1/8 inch tape, first of all. Oh, there it is. It's almost gone. I want to use this up before I start the other roll. But so I'm going to tape down this side of the zipper. Just right at the edge. And even though I don't think the wax canvas is going to stick to it, I'm still going to take it down to the bottom just in case. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work. We'll see. I'm not going to bother with this last bit, though. Okay, pull the paper off. Zip that up to a start. Okay, I'm still going to use clips because why not? Stronger the better, right? I'm squishing this tape down as I go to really make sure that does not move on me. Because sometimes when your seams move a little bit, it's not a big deal, but when it's along the zipper, it can be a big deal. You don't want that, because if you get the fabric too close to the zipper, the zipper's going to get caught. It's not going to zip. And if you get it too far out, it's going to look weird. So, all right. This is where the wax canvas starts, so I don't know if it's going to stick very well, but we're going to try it. What I'm going to do is kind of roll that, hoping that the wax canvas will stick to the glue where I stuck it there. Oh, see, it's already coming up. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work real well. But it's better than nothing. So clip this really well in here. Excuse me. All right, we're going to go back and do that again. So talk myself through this with the camera changing. Down. There's my shirt. Turn the camera. And pull out. To there. Okay. Cool. Double check chat. Yeah, he meant chili. I just have no problem finding the new ingredient in the chili. You know I hate it when you do that. I am absolutely going to have trouble with the new ingredient in the chili because I'm terrible at guessing new ingredients. Just like, give it to me. It tastes good. End of story. All right. Whoa. Top thread decided to pull all the way out. Hang on. Give me a sec here. See, even my machine is not amused with your shenanigans, Mike. I don't need to guess ingredients. Unless it's one I don't like, then I'll just be like, ew, I'm not eating this. But you know what I don't like, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, come on. All right, let's try this again. Much better. Except it's still pulling really hard. Why is it pulling so hard? Thank goodness this is a basting stitch. Jester, what are you doing? Stop it. Alright, I think I know what the problem is. It's the zipper. I'm just gonna do our best to get it on there. See which zipper's up there. Yeah, I've got enough room to pull it all the way up now. I'm going to pull it all the way up and see if it responds better here. See if it does better without the zipper split. So I think that might have been the problem. Yeah, we're doing good now. Okay. Except we're about to hit the camera. There we go. It's getting thick and pushing it over again. So now it's just going to be crazy stitching. As long as my other fabric is not in there and it's not going to show in the seam allowance, it's all right. Yep. It's kicking over again. I'm so glad I put that double-sided tape down. Because this is going to be super fun when I get to this part, which is the waxed canvas, which the tape was not sticking to very well, but now it seems to be okay. That's good. Pop that again. Let's back over a little bit. It's just that it's so thick through here. It's trying to kick the oh gosh, you guys can't even see it. It's trying to the zipper is trying to push the foot over. And I'm sorry you can't see anything right now. But I've actually got it behaving, so I have to keep going. Just get this last little bit done. Okay. We're there. We made it. I'll switch over. I'll switch the camera and explain what I was talking about real quick. All right. Oops. This way a little bit. Oh, this way a little bit. Okay. So what I was trying to explain is that this right here, what it's going up against the side of the zipper foot here. It's going up against the zipper itself, this foam, and this foam. Oops. This foam and this foam. So it's super thick about right in here. And it just keeps trying to kick the presser foot off the side, so that's why it goes real close to the edge on some spots. But that's okay, because it's just basting. We're not going to see it. It'll hang in there better later. So do your eyes work? You will see it? Okay. Yeah, my eyes work. They didn't yesterday. Thanks, allergies. Yes. Tomato soup works. Tomato soup works. All right. So now we're going to put on the other lining, the other laptop piece, I think. Yes, we are. So we're going to flip the panel over like this. Flip it all the way over. Okay. Oh, this is going to be insane. All right. And then we're going to put the other lining piece like this. And it's going to go along. Well, this lighting is not good. Let's see if I can bring it down some to show you. So this zipper here, which unzips like so, is going to allow you to reach in and get your laptop pocket, right? It's going to reach in and get your laptop. So now we have to put this on top. So we have the other side of the laptop pocket. I know that might be hard to imagine. I'm sorry if it is. But I need to move some lights around for sure. So I'm going to put this over here and just, oh, that got wonky. That got really wonky. That did not hold well at all. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to snip that part out and pull it in. Just re-stitch over this one section right here, because this piece right here is way out of line. So I don't need to redo the whole thing. I just really want to get this bit and line that up. I'm going to thank myself later for doing this because I don't want that. That's an 1/8 inch off. So we're going to just seam rip some of this here. This is going to be fun. This is where it started last time. And I should have pulled it out instead of just starting where I had it. I didn't notice that this was doing that, or I would have started it higher with the tape and all that. So we'll do what we can here. Get that shifted just a touch and then just baste that bit down. And then when we get the pocket on, it won't matter. It'll be all stable and secure and stuff. Well, I can't get in there at all. That is loosened that piece. Okay, cool. A little bit more on this side. All right. That should do it. That is about where it needs to be fixed. Oh, that's where the tape started. Okay. So I'm just going to smush that in there. And then keep going here on this side. Why aren't you behaving? That's why. There we go. Now that's coming. Good, good. Excellent. I just want to pull it back a little farther. All right, come on now. Stop doing that. All right, I think we're close enough. I think we're good. I'm going to trim all these extra threads here, just so they don't get in the way. I'm also going to get rid of these threads. Get those out of the way. So I'm going to double check and make sure they're not showing on the other side. No threads are going to pop through, so it should be good there. All right, I am just going to real quick baste this one section down. I'm not even going to move the camera because it's just going to take a quick second here. I just want to get that bit so that it's not all wonky. Or at least not that wonky, because that was nuts. I'm actually going to do it from the other side. Okay, you can see where the bag's going to be popping out of the back of the machine. All right. Oh, that's much better. Okay, good. Okay, so that is much better along this edge. This was really, like, right through here was sticking out way more than it should have been. So that is fixed. So now we are going to put this piece like this against this side of the zipper. And I am absolutely 100% using double-sided tape because the zipper will stick to, that's frustrating. Here, I've got another section down here where it's not lined up way too much. Darn it. Gonna pick that out too. I cannot have that lined up that off. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but right here is where the zipper stops. And there's a good, almost 1/8 of an inch at some spots that are poking out. And I just cannot have that. That's not good. And it's all this section where the wax canvas was that was sliding on me. So we're just going to undo that entire bit, redo it. I'm not having that. There are some things that I can deal with on a bag that's my own or a tester bag. This is not one of them. Just trim that. Snip that there. Okay. I'm also going to sew this with the zipper facing up this time because I think that was a part of my problem. So I just couldn't see it well enough to see that it was shifting that much. And a big part of this, part of the reason, as much as I love working with wax canvas, it does not stick well. I could have put my leather tape on that worked really well on another spot, but really don't want to put my needle through the leather tape. This stuff, this double-sided tape, this regular double-sided tape, it gets the needle gummy enough and I have to clean the needle off, but that stuff, I'd have to clean it every couple of stitches. Okay. So yeah, I'd have to do it every couple of stitches, and that would be annoying. So I don't want to use my leather tape, but I do want this lined up better. All right, here we go. Just going to trim this off and trim this end off. Okay. Again, this is just going to take a minute. I'm going to, I'm not going to bother with moving the camera. It should just take a minute or two. And then we can finally get on to putting the other side of the laptop pocket. There we go. Okay. Right back. I'll be sewing in the background here. You'll probably see the bag popping out, although I don't know if it's going to be far enough for that. Checking. Good, you know. Oh, yeah. That's why after I sew seams, even when I'm basting, I really do like to check, because that could really mess up a bag. Could take a bag from, honestly, it could take a bag from looking professional to looking homemade, to be perfectly honest. And I want my bags to look professional. Because this is not a hobby for me. I love doing it, but it's not a hobby. It's to make money. It's to make money doing something that I love to do and sharing my craftsmanship and my my art with others. And because this is art, you know, I mean, even though I'm making a bag by a pattern, I'm picking where all the colors go and I'm picking all that kind of stuff. So it's still art. Okay. Much better. Oh yeah, I totally would notice it. It would drive me nuts. Okay, so here we go. Looking much better now through here. All right. So once again, we're going to use double-sided tape to put this on here. I am very low on this double-sided tape. I've got more. Come on. It's really high. Make that a little higher. Okay. I have another thing of it. But this is the last of my good double-sided tape. I'm hoping the stuff that I got in a pinch is good. Never tried it before. Fingers crossed. Oh, there it goes. All right, that's the end of that tape. Grab this new tape. And hope it's good. Okay, well, it tears nicely, so that's a good start. And okay, tape pulls up nicely. That's another point in its favor. And let's get this stuck on, and we're going to line it up. This ended up being a little bit longer than the zipper tape, but I want the actual fabric to line up. So that's what I'm lining up here. I'm making sure the laptop pockets are at the same place. So I'm going to use a few clips, even though I have the double-sided tape on there. Still going to use a couple of clips. I'll use clips as I go through and get this attached. And I keep bumping the camera with my head. I hope it's not making too much of an issue. Okay. Almost there. And this is the one where, oh, perfect lineup, excellent. And this is the one where I think we're going to do a regular seam allowance and go all the way from the top to the bottom, even, you know, instead of just the pocket. I think it's going to go all the way the length like the other one did. So I'm just double checking that real quick. Again, flip it. Oh, no, not yet. Okay, we're just basting so far. Cool. Sit down on the underside of the zip. Okay. All right. So we're just basting. So we only need to do the length of the pocket. And that's because the next step is going to be to actually sew the pocket together all around the other sides. So, I may have to cut it. Okay, good. I'm glad. Thank you, Evie. I kept bumping it and was like, oh God, I hope it's not horrible. Let's get this part done. Pop this up. Oof. Well, that's weird. Okay, yeah, that's right. Move this around. Put that arm back. Come on, arm. All right. All right, so we're just going to baste this on. It's just going to be at the 1/8 inch, like the other one that we just did. It is also going to be challenging because it's so close. I think I'm going to do, for this, I think to make it easier on my life, I'm going to pull it over to the left side. What I did was I moved my needle from the right side to the left side. That will give it less, it gives it less to grab, but it also, okay, I was just messing. But it also is going to allow it to not butt up against this really thick stuff right here. So I'm going to try that and see if it works. Yeah, oh, this is nice. Yeah, this is working well. Between the double-sided tape and the needle placement, it's much better. Again, the foam is all in your way. I'm sorry. Make sure everything's out of the way here. Oh, now it's going to hit the camera. Okay, this is basted on. Now, the next part is closing up this pocket. Oops, stop that. So, and this I think I am going to do, probably going to do on Birdie, but we'll see after I get it clipped. line this back this way. Not quite that far, I think. Okay. And ow! Just pinched myself with the clip for the camera. All right. I'll go this way. Okay. So this is the outside of the bag. Here, this is hard to see. This is the outside of the bag. Here's your zipper. Okay, here's your side panel. This is your back panel. This is zipper. You open up the zipper and now you have a laptop sleeve. But your laptop sleeve will come apart. So we have to sew that up. So we're going to clip all the way around the edge of just the laptop sleeve, the laptop pocket. And we're going to sew that together around these three sides. So from here around to those three sides. So I'm going to mark it, put them together in the corners first. Line up those corners. And before I do anything else, I'm going to triple check this to make sure this is how it's going to lay. Here's the back. I go in here and I've got that. The next step, once I've got the laptop sleeve sewn up, is the lining piece for this, which will be on the other side of the zipper. It will put in the real seam allowance. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, we're good. Just had to triple check. I do not want to have to redo this whole thing. All right. This side clipped. Oh, come on. All right. So, do I want to do this on Birdie or Jester? I need to get, see, my dilemma is this. I need to get as close as I can here. But I don't have to get all the way up on it, but I will be able to get closer, I think, on Birdie. And this is not going to take a lot of strain. These seams are not going to take a ton of strain. So the lighter thread in Birdie is going to be okay for that. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it on Birdie. All right, just checking messages. More basting than you do on a country hand. That's hilarious. What's the zip on the other side for? I'll switch this back over. It's a very good question. And it'll be more obvious once more of the bag is put together. But, here we go. Okay. So let me flip it around so it's right side up for you. Okay, so here's the bottom of the bag, right? This is the back. It's going to be against your, against your back. And then you've got two zip pockets. This bag is going to roll from the top down. So it's going to look like this from the back. Okay. This is going to come across and we have these straps here We have these straps here that are going to attach to the front of the bag. Those can kind of be more inconvenient to get out. I mean, it's meant to be because it's meant to be something that is harder to pickpocket. But if you have something and you know where it is and you don't want to go through the hassle of unbuckling these front buckles, you can unzip this side and just go right into your bag. This is where you're going to find those back pocket piece that we put in. This side pocket goes into the laptop sleeve here. So you'll be able to stick your laptop right in there. And it looks, I was concerned about the size, but I think that's going to be a really good size for my laptop. So from the inside, if I can help you picture more. Okay, so here's the inside of your bag, right? And let me flip it around so it's right side up for you. Here's the inside of your bag. Now, here's the zipper where when you open it from the outside, you can get to the inside and get into, just stick your hand in that pocket to get whatever you were going to get, right? And Alexa, stop. I don't know what she's reminding me about. I'll look at it later. And this side, you can't see the zipper because it's sandwiched. Here's your laptop pocket right here. So it's kind of like a trifold with the laptop pocket on this side and the lining pocket here. So that's what that other zipper is for. That's one of the things that I think is so unique and so just cool as crap about this this pattern. I think it's brilliant. Yes, exactly. One side to get into the laptop, one side to get into the bag itself. Exactamundo. Let's see, where's the ring cam? There we go. All right, we're on the birdie cam now. I need to get a sip of water real quick. And all right. So we're gonna go around this. I think it's yep. Cool. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh, yeah, it's super fancy. It's also one of the reasons this is considered an advanced pattern. And why I wouldn't just, I need to switch that bobbin thread again. Which is why I wouldn't just kind of make it for a craft fair, because you can see, I mean, it takes a long time to make, which is obvious. So, but it is super fancy and I love it. And again, Country Cow Designs have some amazing bag patterns. So I'm super excited, and I'm really excited that they allowed me to make this video, because I did reach out to them to ask them if I could do it. And since it's not actually a tutorial, it's more of a sew along with me. You know, I mean, they may have let me do a tutorial too, but I just pointed out to them that it is definitely not a tutorial. So I'm going to switch my presser foot. I don't need a zipper foot on this for this one. And my regular foot will hold more down. So that's what I'm going to use. Oops. Checking out Cobb. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I thought I saw him go live. Cobb Mountain Woodworks is a friend of ours who is, I think, also live right now. So, okay. Here we go. We're going to try to get as close to this edge as we can. And try to get the view as good as we can. Oh, I might have to flip that. I'm going to, you know what? All right. I'm going to start it on this side. I'm going to go down. I'm going to have to slide this down some. I'm going to have to turn it over to get as close to the zip as I can because it'll be easier to run up on the zip than it will be to try to back up on the zip. So I'm going to, and the zip is this end here. So I want to get as close to this as I can. I'm not going to be able to get super close from this side. So I'm just going to do this for now. I do want to make my stitch length bigger just because otherwise this foam will take forever to sew it. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to sew down this side. Get all the way to the corner, then I'm going to stop, back stitch to lock that stitch in there. And I'm going to come up, back up to the top here. I'm going to flip this over, this massive thing here. And I'm going to try to run up on this zip to get nice and snug with it, and get my thread bucket, thread bowl, whatever you want to call it, and try to get up nice and close on this. Okay, I'm going to start where I started before. Stitches kind of overlap a little bit. And I'm not going to go down this side. I'm just going to go as close as I can to here. It's going to be tough getting it super close, but I'm just going to go up here and get it as close as I can. And it looks like that's as far as we're getting, so that's fine. Because it's not like the laptop is going to fall out of a 1/4-inch hole. And I can always come back. If it bugs me, I can always come back and just hand stitch that last little bit. I don't think it's going to bug me though. I'll have to wait and see, but I don't think it will. So now we're going to do the other side the same way, except this time I'm going to go down the side and then back across. Wait. Oh yeah, on Mike's, yeah. He's okay. Get all this stuff out of the way. And I am going to come back and run up on the zip the same way I did on the other side, but I'm going to go down the side first, and then I am going to go across the bottom. So I hope you can see in the camera. I don't know how much it's blocking. The fabric is blocking. Oh, God, it's really blocking. Try to push it down a little bit. There we go. Oops. I gotta throw in clips again. Oh, that got, hold on. Back you up. You got way out of line here, mister. I don't know how that slid over to a 1/4 inch, but it did. All right, there we go. We're back in line. more, I think. I'm going to double check that. And yep, that looks pretty good. Drag all this back out over here so it's not in the way anymore. And go down the side of it. Okay. And whoops. Thought that snipped, it didn't. That was kind of funny. Snip these threads at the beginning. Flip it over. And try to get as close again, as close to the edge as possible. I'm going to pull this back, actually. Lay both of them back. No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. 'Cause that is... There we go. That'll do it. Oh, I think I got closer on this one. Cool. Okay. Laptop pocket is done. All right. That is not focused at all. What is that focusing on? What is happening? I hope that wasn't like so out of focus the whole time. I hope it was focusing on something. All right. Let's switch back to here. So now we have a fully functional laptop sleeve. So reach in, put your laptop in, and we're good to go. Laptop sleeve complete. Okay. Hi, Cobb. Okay. So, the next step is what? What are we doing? Over the right side on the same edge. So we're going to baste the edge. Okay, what? What? I watched this and I'm still not following exactly. Let's see if I can figure this out. So I'm going to flip this over so I can see the lining. Okay, I'm going to put the laptop pocket inside this. It's to pull this over. Are we pulling it all the way to the edge? Where are we pulling it to? Lining back by the right side of the same edge. Underside of the zip. What? I think I'm confused. Just not abnormal. Top of a sandwich between, yeah, I got that. All right, so what's going to happen? this we're going to want in the seam outside the laptop pocket, I think. I think this is going to go, yeah, this is going to go to this seam here, to like this side, I think. So I'm going to clip it. I need to go get my other clips. I just watched this, y'all, when I took my short break. I swear, sometimes I think I have the memory of an ant. Okay. So we're going to clip. I think this is what we're doing. I'm going to clip it and think it through first and go from there. And you need to be in there. Wow. This is going to be snug. If I'm doing this right, this is going to be very interesting. I think I am doing it right. I kind of want to trim that foam in there down, but she didn't say to do it, so I'm not gonna. I kind of want to, like this right here. I'm not gonna, because if I get it too close to the stitching, it could pull out of the stitching theoretically. So I'm not gonna take the chance. But with this edge, I'm golly. Oh, boo. I was supposed to do that from the bottom. I did it from the top because you can trim the top, but the bottom needs to be even. So I'm going to redo those clips. It's all good. Everything's fine. It's all fine. I'm just going to slide these down like this. Almost there. Okay. There we go. Let's do it. And so she says to baste the edge first. She says baste it. But there is a picture. This is going to be outside of my picture. I think that's right. Because I think the lining is going to go like that. No, that can't be right. That can't be right. All right, I've got this picture like this. It's up like this. It is. Picture's just like that. And that is, it has to be right, because when you are in here and you want to get into the laptop pocket, it's there. So you can't sew it to this because that would close the pocket. Yeah, all right. I think I'm right. I'm going to do it. trim that off a little bit. But before I do it, I think I'm right. I'm going to do it. But I do want to make sure. Exterior and lining back panels are right side out. Well, that's... What? What? That's what confuses me. Because I don't think that's right. Why would that be like that? Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. Because something is wonky. And I don't know what. I'm not reading the pattern correctly. And it's probably has something to do with the fact that I've been going since 10 o'clock with just like a 20-minute break. So I am going to pause this for the evening. Check the chat here. Okay. Oh, thank you. Brilliant job. That's so sweet. So I am going to sign off for now. Let me pull this up. Oof. All right. Yep. So I'm going to sign off for now. And rewatch the video. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll be able to do it tomorrow night because I work tomorrow in the office. Tomorrow is my office day for next week or this week. So it'll probably be Tuesday before I get back to it. But yeah, I think I got a whole lot done considering I had just a couple of pieces and now there's a lot of pieces put together. So really good. Thank you for joining in. Evie, yes, thank you. I will definitely enjoy your chili. And thank you for hanging out with me so long. That was really a long time. So I appreciate that. And we will see you all next time, hopefully on Tuesday. I'm going to go over here so I can read the screen. All right. Oh, thank you, Evie. I'm really excited about it. I really am. Have a good one. I'll tell Mike you said bye. I don't know if he's still in here or if he's watching Cobb. We'll see. Thanks. Have a good one.